making a ring of like Terminator?
Oh, yes, I'll come in a little bit. Let me just finish shooting this. So how's it? Welcome back to the channel. So here's a cool technique you can use if you're trying to get something from the daytime to show up in your dreams that night. And so this is a technique I just kind of made up on my own, just kind of stumbling into it when I happened to see some kind of consistency with it. So I'm not sure even how consistent this is. Like, it might just be me getting lucky, but anytime it does hit, and it seems like you did it on purpose, it's fucking awesome. So all you want to do for this is basically you're going to try build a backlog of dream journals up. So you have to be dream journaling consistently for a while. And then when you're journaling, take specific note of things that happen in your dreams that seem to have been fed from something that happened the day before. And I can even go as far back as like maybe 3 days in the past if you see that come up in your dreams. And then when you're journaling it, note specifically the different types of emotions or feelings you had when whatever was happening to you in the daytime that happened to show up in some way in the dream. And it could be, it could be totally wide ranging and kind of random. Like a recent example from the other night is I was looking at this Instagram video of this guy skating, this like awesome, looked like homemade backyard skate park setup, and he did this awesome line through it. And totally random, like I didn't even really make note of it in the daytime while it was happening. But then that night, I had this dream about my friend Lamont, of all random people. He was doing like this obstacle course race, and he was winning the race, and he was like skating through it, almost getting to the finish line. So like when I noted that in the dream journal, I just took note on things like, it made me miss skateboarding, although I was never that good at it. The backyard setup looked awesome. I wish I could have it. I really like the different flow and feel of the guy that was skating it, where like that's kind of my favorite thing about skateboarding. I mean, anything, surfing, kind of anything in life, is you get into that flow and rhythm of it where everything was just so smooth, and it was difficult, but the guy was like a master at his craft. So making little notes of things like that of how you're feeling when you're watching it. Then what you're going to do once you build a backlog of this, and really should be more than just one example like the example I just gave you, but you want to notice these different types of feelings you have. And then when you're in the daytime and you want something particularly to show up in your dreams at night, you try to superimpose those feelings and generate those same types of emotions of whatever you want to show up in your dreams. And of course, you got to find things kind of related to what you want to show up in your dreams to have it link up better, to show up in your dreams at night. And then when it does hit, and granted, it misses all the time, right? If you do this, say you're doing this in some sense, like every single day, and then every like once a month it happens to hit, it's awesome when it hits. And then it's also awesome getting that feeling like, shit, I did that stuff on purpose.